Welcome to the first episode of a brand new series where I break down how to work with every beard length. Since this is the very first episode, we're starting with the cleanest look possible, a close shave. I'll walk you through the best way that I know to get a smooth, razor sharp finish. I'm gonna start with my favorite tool, the Brio Beardscape. Of course, feel free to use any trimmer that you like, but if you're looking for a new trimmer, this is the one that I would recommend. The Beardscape has a ceramic blade, which is probably the best cutting trimmer blade that I have personally tried, and I've tried a lot. Not to mention the other 3 options you have for blades for this trimmer. Not only does it come with a ceramic blade, but you can also get a zero blade, a body blade if you want to use this trimmer on your body, and the not yet released snap blade. Seeing as we're going to get rid of the beard entirely, I'm going to be mainly using the zero blade in this video to get as close of a trim as possible before shaving. When it comes to sideburns, I'm a bit old-fashioned. I love a good sideburn, so I always start by marking off the length at which I would like my sideburn to be, and then I'm not gonna lie, there is not a lot of skill involved with this step, seeing as I'm just getting rid of my beard. So we really have to focus on the mandatory step of just experimenting with different beard styles whilst trimming it down. If you love tugging at your beard hairs, theoretically you could go in straight with a razor. I don't know about you, but I personally shave my face maybe like twice a year, and I've always found that after having a beard for a long time, the skin underneath is extra sensitive and extra delicate, so I try to take as much care as possible. Bro, people say that having a beard is like a man's version of makeup. No bro, I really disagree. My face wants a beard so badly that I always just feel awkward and kind of funny when I shave it off, just like as if I shaved off an eyebrow.
What the hell is even that?
After marking off the sideburns and trimming on both sides, we've reached a god tier goatee.
Oh, baby!
Grandpa George is definitely coming back to this style. Next up, I was gonna go for the horseshoe, but I decided to invent my own style. I didn't like it too much. I should have just gone for the horseshoe. At this point, I looked at my face and thought, what am I missing? Ah yes, of course, sharper angles. I decided that it's probably time to move on to the next part of the video, but low-key that mustache was fire. I should actually rock that one day. Let's take a moment to wave a final goodbye to the fallen soldier that is our beard. Now that the beard is gone, the last step with the trimmer is straightening out the sideburns and removing a little bit of the length. Personally, I think mine were too long. I went down to the length of a 3mm guard, but it's very important that you cut with the grain, otherwise you're going to end up going way too short. And you're done with the trimmer. I always make sure to put my Brio back in its charging cradle, even though it has an insanely long battery life. No, seriously, once I was moving and I didn't bring all my stuff, and I don't think I charged it for like 3 months. If you're interested in the Brio Beardscape, then please make sure to check out my link in the description and pinned comment below. It's time to lather up with whatever shaving cream you prefer. I really don't think it matters which one you use, just pick one that feels nice on your skin. A lot of people will tell you to apply shaving cream with a brush. Sure, you can do this, I do this sometimes, but really, you don't need to. I often just use my hands and it works just fine. When it comes to which razor you should use, you have quite a few options nowadays. I always used to use cartridge razors, but then I became slightly anti-plastic, but more importantly, I became anti-wasting money. That stuff is so expensive, and I was always so intimidated for actual razor blades until I realized they're really not that much harder to use than just normal cartridge razors. Even though I don't think they're the best option in terms of money, and even maybe in terms of shaving your beard, a lot of people who have beards will kind of judge you for using this type of razor. Bro, if you want to use a cartridge razor, please go ahead. I was doing that until like super recently and I had no problem with it. I only stopped because I couldn't be bothered to spend so much money and also the plastic. So yeah, please do what you want. Another popular choice is a double-edged razor, but my personal favorite has to be a single-edged razor. It doesn't really matter what razor you pick, just pick one that you have or that you prefer, one that doesn't affect your skin too badly, one that you're comfortable using, and you should be fine. Because we're going for as clean of a shave as possible, we're gonna shave twice. The first pass is always with the grain. Really take your time with it, be careful not to cut yourself. It is very likely that you might nick yourself here and there. I do that all the time, especially after I've had a beard for a long time, as I've mentioned, extra sensitive skin. So just take your time and don't worry too much if you cut yourself a little bit. Obviously avoid cutting yourself, but I'm just saying it can happen. After the first pass, you should look pretty good. Honestly, if you're satisfied, just stop here. But if you want the cleanest shave possible, then lather up again because we're going for round number 2 to get any missed spots and to get an even closer shave. This time round, I'm mainly shaving against the grain, and I'm also feeling with my hands to see if I can feel any spots that have some prickly hairs poking out in a different direction and shaving those against the grain too. And voila, that is the cleanest shave that I can possibly do on myself. You'll notice there's still a slight shadow. Part of that is because that part of my face just doesn't get any sun. Part of that is because I just have so much beard hair that I just genuinely can't get closer than this, even if I try. You've probably created tons of little micro cuts in your skin, so it's always a good idea to finish off with some sort of aftershave. The one that I personally use is tallow based. And that's the look. Now you're looking clean. If you haven't already, make sure to check out Brio and make sure to stick around for the next episode in this beard series. See the man, be the man.